When my sister first got our PlayStation, she had Assassin's Creed as her first game, but we never got to play it because she was starting college and stuff, and graduation high school low. So she only went on it like twice, never touched again. So I took a hold of it.
Did I ever tell you that
Ah, yeah, I love Assassin's Creed games. We've been playing the entire franchise, going all the way to Valhalla, and we are currently in the seventh game. I think this is the 7th of 12 main games. So it'll be a lot of fun. We're gonna have a lot of fun today. We're gonna tear it up, do some stuff. This is my least favorite out of the entire series, though. I was gonna skip it, but got talked into playing it. So this is my second time playing this one. I've only played this one once, and I didn't think much of it. I thought Black Flag was a better game, and this was just like Black Flag 2, but not as good. So yeah. What else we got going on here? Let's see. You know, let's go get this. We probably should be doing these Templar maps, huh? We'll do that real quick, and then we'll definitely jump into our normal gameplay. But glad you guys are doing good today. Don't forget the hashtag giveaway. Get into that. We're doing two $25 giveaways today. So that's exciting. That sounds like a dog. Sounds like a dog I cannot see. There it is. Oh, he's pissed.
This is not for you.
How you do that? Yeah, 225. Because I feel bad for breaking my promise yesterday. I said I was going to be here, and then I wasn't, and then stuff happens. You know.
Fortune's favor.
Wait, why are you coming to me? I mean, cool. Totally weird. How much money? Doesn't say, does it? Yeah, that's totally what it. 3,120 pounds, I guess. We'll go with that. Sure, we'll go with that. An alert, some kind. Oh, I got a text. Okay. What do I need to upgrade Shay here? Let's look at the crafting options here. Health upgrade. I need a hair help. Alright. So let's see if we can find a rabbit. Oh, no. No! Damn it, game. Do what I want you to do. Alright. I've got to think that, like... Yeah, this is on a different island. Okay. Oh, I missed that. We can really get our money up really super quick if we wanted to. Just by doing those. That's a lot of money. Yeah, Assassin's Creed is like Uncharted, but I think I prefer Creed more. I don't know. I think Uncharted is... I think they're different. I like Uncharted, but I think that... I don't know. I like the Uncharted cinematic. Like, Uncharted is definitely more of the cinematic experience. And it's more linear on purpose. And I think it lends itself better to that. Whereas Assassin's Creed is more of a very much an open world-esque type game. And so there are some similarities, but there's a lot of differences too. And yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Uncharted is definitely better. I like the characters better in Uncharted and the overall story, but that's what those games are designed to do. Whereas I think these are more fun gameplay-wise. Because there's more variety in open world games than there is in linear single-player games. Yeah. Good point. Alright. So how do you know... Alright, like, this is a gray wolf. Definitely don't want to fuck with that. But I guess you can only find out, like, what animal's what by zooming in. That's kind of dumb. I don't like that method. I don't like the crafting my upgrades. I'd rather just buy them at the shop like you did in the other games. You know what I mean? Like, hoping to find a hair out here in the middle of nowhere to craft the next armor upgrade, I don't like it. Just let me buy it at the shop. I do like this rifle.
You could not have arrived at a better time, my friend.
I got you excited for no reason. What do you mean, Viraj? Sorry, I got you excited for no reason. Are you talking about yesterday? Bro, what you talking about? Let me in on the joke, okay? So that I can prepare myself. Help me out here, Viraj, sorry. I looked at your title and thought you were going to react to Black Flag 2 trailer. Is there a Black Flag 2? I don't think there's going to be a Black Flag 2. But that being said,
When's the day goes people boys?
I don't think we'll see a Black Flag 2. Maybe we will. That'd be cool. But, so, this game is Black Flag 2, right? I did feel bad about not being here yesterday. And that's what I was telling some of the other. Is, I promised you guys a reaction, Jackbox Day, so we're gonna do that later tonight, later this evening, and instead of doing just one $25 giveaway, I'm gonna do two $25 giveaways today because I love your faces and I apologize. So that's the thing. Hashtag giveaway. Get you in. Everybody's welcome to join. All that good stuff. It is so easily in this game. Well, you just throw them. On but yeah, this one's one of the more easier Assassin's Creed games for sure. I think that's another reason I didn't really like it. No, I have to do that, bro. We all got it. Yeah, but I felt really bad because I was like, I promise I'll be here tomorrow and we're going to do reactions to Jackbox. And then I ended up having to work over and I was super exhausted when I got home and it didn't pan out. Like, I need to get back into my normal schedule, normal routine, but work is just not allowing me to do it right now. And it's starting to piss me off. Because you guys know I like to deliver. Like, I'm one of those guys. I like streaming 365 days a year if I can. But right now, work's just kicking my ass. So, I got to work tomorrow. I got to work in the morning. On a Sunday. If I had an operator's job, I'd be pissed because this would be like the third. This would be like the year just started, and this is already the second weekend that they've worked. So the year's just started, and they're already putting in like 12-hour days, Monday through Friday, and then having to work the weekend too. Like, I would be pissed if I was an operator. I'm glad I'm not an operator, but. Dude, I'm so freaking tired. It's not even funny. And the problem is they can't keep anybody because, I don't know, their HR department's not HRing correctly. Like, they're not paying enough, I don't think, for their operators. And it's just weird. Just weird. And then they're using, like, these temp services instead of direct hiring out who they want to hire, who has experience in operating and trying to snag those competitive machine operator jobs. Like, why would you just hire some random person off the street that's never done your thing before? That's never, you know... When you could be going out there and getting experienced people and paying them a little bit more, but, you know, they're in it for the long haul. You fill up your inventory of people, if you will, and you don't have to work these long hours and piss everybody off. Have I ever seen the movie Unstoppable? I think I have. Remind me what Unstoppable is. Sounds familiar. About a Runaway Train. Oh, is that the one with Denzel Washington and Chris Pine?
It seems to me.
I think that's right. Denzel Washington and Chris Pine, right? Yep, I've seen that movie. Pretty good movie.
control and not a Frenchman in sight.
All right.
My God, it's good to be English.
We need to be getting on the ball here. So I may use a guide. I hate the way you level up your character in these games. So do we have any animals here? Nope. We need to be finding a hare. Where's this at? All right, Mount Vernon. Okay, let's use a guide real quick. We're gonna put the guide over here. There we go. We need Assassin's Creed Rogue animal locations. There we go. Hunting and harpooning. Here we go. The first thing we need is a hare. We need one of these guys. So Mont Saint Denis, Orinda, Lockscliff, Maurice, Roche, Old Growth Forest, Black Ridge, Greystone, Albany, and East Village. All right. And where are we at right now? We are in Albany. Wait. So was Albany one of the things? No. Yes. Okay, so there should be a hare here in Albany. Okay, cool. Because that's where we're at. We're in Albany, right? Yeah. So we just need to find it. Gets hired as a trained engineer with 0 experience, and all the old guys working there don't like him, and they really hate him after they realize they got hired to take Denzel's job. Who've been working on trains his whole life. It's kind of like what you're talking about. Yes. I'm not saying don't hire people with no experience. I'm not saying that at all. But make sure they're a good fit. What I am saying is what they've been doing is they've been hiring a lot of just random people. Not vetted. You know what I mean? They're just calling up the temp agency and being like, hey, you got somebody that wants to work? Yeah. And then they work like a week or two and then they're gone. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, it's super frustrating. So, will the hair on dudes on that screen thing we saw on the guide? It looked red when he was looking in vision. So maybe it will here too. Man, I'd hate that. Yeah, because it just makes it harder on everybody else. You know what I mean? Like, lucky you need to have a biotech degree to do my job. Yeah. And I'm not saying they have to be like, have all this experience and stuff, but let them know, hey, we're going to hire you to be an extrusion operator. This is the career path for an extrusion operator. Without any experience, this is what you're going to be making. If you stick with it and gain the experience and know this is what you could be making, and you know what I mean? Like, really do it. There's a lot of restricted zones in this game. I am not seeing a rabbit. There's a dog. There's a wolf. Alright, we're gonna go over here. Yes. Yes. We need that rabbit, guys. Oh, I need that. Because we need to upgrade Jay. Quickly.
Still peaceful around here. No criminals, no threats.
Crime under control and
The company probably just needs some people for the extra workload and don't want to commit to providing insurance benefits and salary for the past to be done in a couple of weeks. Well, that's just it, though. Is like, it's not just a couple of weeks. It's ongoing. They need to hire people.
crime under control
And they need people to stick around.
My God.
Because when you're working 28 weekends out of the year, clearly you're doing something wrong. And people are getting frustrated. And you have veterans quitting. And that's not good. And the biggest problem, I think, is they're trying to work the company in 2020 like they did in 2000, and you can't do that. That's the thing, is a lot of the people that are in the upper management and in human resources and things like that have been there since like 1980 something, and they're still trying to run the company like it is the 1980s or whatever. Can't do that. Okay. This ability is Eagle Vision, and what Eagle Vision does is it highlights things of interest. Like, it'll show you hiding spots, things that you can interact with, enemies, chests, things you can hunt, things like that. That ability is. Like, it'll show this hay bale is... Well, no, it doesn't show the hay bale. That's odd. In the other games, the hay bale would be glowing blue. Like, that's clearly a place you can hide. Well, like, I'm gonna highlight those enemies. And so that when I go behind a wall or something, I can still keep tabs on where they're at. What's up, friendly? How you doing? What I needed, right there. Die, you little rabbit. I'm good. I just got me a rabbit. So now I'm doing great.
We have seasoned veterans among our ranks here.
I only hope every man in Jack.
I think you can buy the, I'm gonna go look, but I think we can buy the, where's the nearest store? Because that is super annoying to, like, have to... Here we go. We'll go here. Have to hunt for all these items. Hopefully you can just buy them. Like, I don't have time for that. Give me a chest. I'll open the chest. There we go. Now, let me do it that way. Let me sell my junk. Let me earn some cash. Just buy the raw items. Please say I can do that.
Welcome. Do come in.
Yeah. Okay, so buying hunting goods. Yeah, so I can buy the hunting goods. And then sell my hunting goods.
Most excellent. My thanks.
So we go in here now, and we can go to crafting. I need another Canadian lynx pelt and another Arctic hair pelt. Okay.
What can I do for you this day?
Which I don't have the money to buy either right
Well,
now, so
good day.
fair enough. So let's get this before we go, because clearly these treasures are going to help us upgrade our dude. Alright, how many of these we got? We should probably, so, I go in here, River Valley. Which is where we're at. Okay, cool. So, that's North Atlantic. River Valley, 574 minus 285. 574 minus 275. So it's going to be right around there. All right, we're going to make that happen. Let's go get a treasure, boys. Arr. Let's go get some treasure, mates. All right. Worst freaking pirate accent ever. Again, $225 PSN code giveaways. Hashtag giveaway. Get into those now. We'll be doing one in the middle of the stream, one late stream. So make sure you guys do that. I don't want you guys to miss out on that opportunity. All right, here we go, guys. Remember, subs and VIPs, you get absentee winnings.
A trip too. For sale. For sale.
All right, on our way. In Black Flag 2.
Douse the garlands and riots. For sale.
About starting a YouTube channel? Cool. What focus?
Douse the riots and tops. Loose all. Let's move.
This was kind of a dead end, wasn't it? About dinosaurs? Do it, dude. There's not a lot of... Are there a lot of dinosaur, like, YouTube channels? I want to encourage you, dude. Like, informative videos do the best on YouTube, so... I would love, like, a learning thing of some of the cool stuff.
Well, I joined her on a cold December morning. A flapping of me flippers to keep warm. With the south cone hoisted as a warning. To stand by the coming of a storm. A patty day back. Taking your slack. Take a turn around your captain, me the ball. Shift station, boys behind. Struggle, Captain Cormac.
There are those really big science news channels, but not many focused on dinosaurs. Yeah, dude. I get that. Totally make that happen, dude.
As we were fishing off Haysborough Line, shooting and holing and trolling all night in that windy old weather, stormy old weather, when the wind blows, we'll all pull together.
Since you were 5?
The herring, the queen of the sea,
Dude, I would love to learn, man. If you could teach somebody, do it. That's a unique thing, man. Yeah, might as well use it and share it. Absolutely, dude.
You're headed straight for land, sir. Briefing all tops. Let out some sails. There's the tops, gallants, royals, studs.
Oh, another thing I don't like about this game. Okay, so sailing the oceans is a lot more fun than selling the riverways.
Coming eastly, he says with a smile.
Fire!
Weather looks monstrous.
Captain! We have trouble on the
They're
tail!
too strong
It's
for
a
us.
brig! Fire! 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 Fire!
Not what brine!
Even Coon Cullen you ain't to
Fire!
respect.
Fire!
Taking a hit!
Fire! Fire! Fire!
No!
Alright, let's hope we can outrun this guy. Because clearly, I screwed up.
Careful. It's quite a rough squall, Captain. Unless you want that prow up your arse, drop some boiling oil. We're clear, Captain.
Brief the topsails and gallants! Trim us off the wind!
Muzzle them all. No sail. Wind's getting vicious.
Alright.
Give me some speed! Crap!
I think they're leaving. I hope.
Ease off the wind! Mates out! Let's go! They're coming after us, sir!
We got her, Captain! Watch out!
Fire! Trim the yards off the wind! Fire! Fire!
We're so dead. All I do is go right there. Yeah, just kill us. Just kill
Drop
us.
burning oil in her path if she tries to ram.
Yep.
Port, what's her status?
Fire!
I reckon
Fire!
Okie dokie. Well, that kind of sucked. So where am I at now? Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, too bad.
Hey, boys. It's the captain.
Careful. It's quite a rough squall, Captain. Return to the ship, Captain. Anchor.
There we go. Yo, Verge, what's happening? How you doing, buddy? I'm doing pretty good. Pretty good. See from various activities. Okay, so we want prosperity. Okay, we're getting away from where we need to be going. On. There we go. I had school, so you couldn't join. Couldn't join what? I didn't stream yesterday. I broke my promise. So we're gonna do it today. No worries. No worries. Stuff happens. I didn't even stream yesterday, so it's good. Wait, is this for trader? It is.
Accept my challenge and prove that you're the deadliest creature of them all.
Nope. I need to get up there. There we go. Alright, let's look at our map. Negative 285. Okay, so what if I got it set to 275? So we need to come back this way a little bit. Right around in there. Yep. It's like some sort of mission where you have to do all those poses. Huh? Nice!
Killing people is it?
We didn't get a whole lot of money from that. That's kind of a bummer. I figured we'd get more money from that. I am legit kind of bummed. Oh, the no thing on the skinny branch? Kind of bummed me out. We didn't get that much coin for the thing. Super bummer, dude. Hi. Hi.
Lisbon is near as large as London or Paris. Are you sure you can find this one place?
Saw it clear as day, Hope. It's a convent, right close by the harbor. Might have visited the sisters once or twice.
Given your present knowledge of the site, this duty falls upon you. You understand what must be done?
Find the precursor temple and retrieve the piece of Eden.
Finally obtained a ship for crossing the ocean. Have no worries. I will keep the Morrigan safe in New York.
Thank you. Liam and I will leave straight away.
Liam is unavailable at present. Your crew and ship await. Be careful, Shay. Pieces of Eden are powerful relics.
Powerful. So powerful. So powerful. They're like huge. I don't know which I like better. Do I like this? Do I like this?
Feast of All Saints. What a sight. And here I am, looking for a relic from the time before Adam and Eve. Strange days indeed.
Benedictus es, Domine, Deus universi quia de tua largitate accepimus vinum, quo tibi offerimus fructum vitis et operis manum hominum, ex quo nobis fiet votus spiritualis. In nomine Patris et Filii et Spiritus Sancti. Amen. Gratia Domini nostri Iesu Christi, et caritas Dei, et communicatio Sancti Spiritus, sit cum omnibus vobis. Et Sancti Tui benedicant tibi. Amen.
Yeah, nobody notices that. Nobody hears that? I don't believe it. Like, what's all this racket going on during church service, yeah? Can I climb that? Yes, I can. There we go. Oh, God, don't fall off. That would have been bad. That would have been really super bad. Nobody notices this guy's just running and jumping up above them. Or hear all those gears churning and be like, oh, look, there's a secret elevator in our church.
Precursor site. What do we have here? The artifact.
So yeah, it's time to get the hell out of here. You just destroyed a whole island, Shay McCormick. What were you thinking? Very interesting to watch. Oh no! Get up, Shay! Run! Well, whoops, that didn't work out like you wanted it to.
How could God do this to them?
God had nothing to do with this.
Okie dokie. So we destroyed an entire island to get an artifact that we didn't receive.
So what's the next city you want me to smite? What happened in Haiti happened in Portugal. A great earthquake. Thousands dead thanks to your damned manuscript.
This cannot be.
Shay, a person cannot start an earthquake.
A person meddling with these precursor machines could. You saw the box, Hope. The temple was filled to bursting with that kind of power. You made me slaughter innocents!
How dare you!
You defend him? Achilles sent me in there like Macandal sent his man in Haiti.
What the hell's going on? Stop this!
The operation was delicate. Perhaps
You are shifting the earth itself. Who are you to decide what city falls next?
Get him out of here.
Liam is a fool if he thinks I'll leave this be. Achilles cannot be trusted. He must never find another precursor temple. I don't care that he's mentor, or that his family is dead. There's no excuse for this level of madness.
What that made. So who's really the mad guy here? Is it Achilles because they didn't know what they were messing with? Or is it Shay? Game does raise, you know, the question, which one's the crazy one
Only
here?
one thing to do.
There's no turning back now.
I had such hopes for you, Shay.
Achilles, I have to do this.
And what is it you're doing exactly? Stealing from your brothers? Betraying me?
Someone must make amends.
Make amends? You have no idea what you're doing. The future of the whole continent, maybe the whole world, is tied up in that manuscript.
Perhaps. But we don't have the right to decide that future.
The right! We have the responsibility!
We are responsible for killing innocents and destroying cities. This mad grab for power. It ends now.
I will not let you destroy everything we have built! Assassins! Stop him! Stop Shay!
Chevalier is using mortars to stop Shay. Get out of here!
Burned to death. Oh, don't go that way. That's the wrong way. Don't go that way.
I have as clear a shot as I can get.
All right, let's do this.
Hey, Stando! Nothing, slugs. Else I'll report you then. Ready to take him down?
Our plans. Haven't I taught you anything?
Must be here somewhere. No, mother!
Have you gone mad?
Grenade on the way!
Can't you listen to reason, Shay? How could you, Shay?
Clear shot.
How could you, Shay?
I have a shot. Ready to fire.
Finish him off!
Got a good line on him. Ready to open fire.
Haven't I taught you anything?
Find him again.
All right.
You will
Jeez.
have to run faster than that!
He's getting away. Must I do everything here?
That's enough!
Give back the manuscript, Shay! I'm sure Achilles...
I cannot! I will not let this happen again!
I will not let
All
this
those
happen
souls
again.
lost.
It's the worst accent ever.
One more hardly matters.
Sounds like he's garbling or something. There are reasons why this is my least favorite. I don't like Shay. I don't like Shay as a character. The accent's off. There's a lot wrong. But, you know, what do I know? I don't think there's enough motivation for him to turn on the assassins.
There seems to be more data. Okay, Numbskull. I can't pull you out of the chair right now. You'll just have to see this through. This is bizarre. These memories seem to take place some 20 years after the one we just saw.
Are you certain?
Positive. This means... Shay must have survived that fall.
If he is the man I believe him to be, then he has. Keep going.
The data is fragmented. This memory is incomplete. Let me see what I can do. Listen up. We need to find out what Shay's up to. This memory's gonna look a little rough.
Oh,
but
sorry.
I'm like 90% sure sequencing this memory won't kill you. All right, Numbskull. We don't know where Shay is or what he's doing now. So keep your eyes and ears open.
I want to know the reason Shay came to this place.
Yes, I've played Rocket
You
League.
heard the man.
I've streamed Rocket League. Oh, was I not supposed to? My bad. My bad.
Et alors? Vous l'avez trouvé? Ouais, Benjamin Franklin est à Notre-Dame. Si on se magne, on devrait le rattraper. Arrêtez de vous branler! Allons-y!
Benjamin Franklin. That's who Shay assassinated.
Franklin traveled to England and France, and that guy said Notre-Dame. Shay must be in Paris. Time to show me what you got.
Eliminate the threat. Protect Franklin.
He's in my sights! Il est là! Attrapez-le! Help! Somebody help! Il ne nous échappera pas cette fois!
When you playing a Hit Me IP? What is that?
Shit!
What happened?
That's all the data we have. We can't explore this memory further. For now. Shay couldn't have died, then appeared in France 20 years later. We're missing something. Shay's memories are scattered in chunks throughout the cloud. The servers are messed up from the virus, so we can't access all of Shay's life at once.
You've hit a wall, and I'm busy with something. Why don't you go meet Otto Berg? You'll find him squatting in one of the offices.
I'm bored out of my skull. But orders, and my orders...
Shay Cormac is an assassin. But he is unlike the ones you have used for your entertainment products in the past. I believe Shay may be the most important assassin who ever lived.
No. Definitely no.
Your research will help me achieve something I have wanted for a very long time. Shay's story may have something to offer you as well.
There's another server we can access to get to the next chunk of Shay's memories.
Excellent.
I'm gonna need the numbskull back if we're gonna proceed.
Your next task is clear.
I got tired of waiting for Melanie's stupid repair crew, so I got this piece of shit working well enough to get you to the lobby and back. I'll get your animus prepped while you're downstairs.
Yeah.
I've added the location to the next server on your map.
Shit, I forgot. The server is behind a level 1 security lock.
I have granted you level 1 security clearance. I trust there will be no further delays.
Great, now you can get into the server room. Once you restore the servers, I'll load the next set of Shay's memories to your animus. And you're in.
Part's so dumb. Alright.
All points ready.
Begin.
Go, go, go!
Who are you? Don't you touch her!
Oh, for God's sake, restrain him. You, give me the child. Oh, shush now. You're all right.
Elena!
Calm down, Mr. Berg. I promise you I won't hurt your daughter.
Who are you?
My name is Warren Vidic. I work for Abstergo Industries. You quit the Uti Yaga regiment and became a freelance mercenary in order to afford better care for Elena's cystic fibrosis. How's that working out for you?
Arkele!
I have an offer for you.
I don't work for people I don't know.
It's not that kind of offer. I'm going to remove an item from my pocket.
What is that?
This little pill? It's actually for her. Go on, little one. Have some medicine.
Stop!
There now. Isn't that better? This pill will cure her. It isn't on the market, but it can be yours if you agree to participate in a little training program I put together.
What does Abstergo need with someone like me?
Oh, you won't be working for Abstergo. However, if you perform, Abstergo could work for you.
I want one thing before I agree.
Name it.
That one there. He upset my daughter.
I understand. Gentlemen, release Mr. Berg. Jenkins, give him your gun.
What?
Now!
Yes, sir.
Satisfied?
It's a start.
Great job, Numbskull. Data we have is pretty raw, but it's enough to move forward. Get back up here. Double time. It looks like restoring servers also clears the virus from some of the other systems.
You are making excellent progress. I am eager to see what Shay will show us next.
Me too.
Level 1 clearance will also let you into some of the other parts of the building as well, if you need to stretch your legs in between animus sessions.
Alright, this is the least interesting part in any of these games. I'm just ready to get back in the animus, get through this game. Doing good so far. Yeah. Now, the next game after this is one of my favorite games, so... The one before this is one of my favorite, and the one after this one is one of my favorite. This one, no, it's okay. It's not bad, it's just not...
If I said that was the craziest shit I'd ever seen, would that be the most obvious statement ever?
Shay has been through a severely traumatic experience.
Okay. Second most obvious statement ever.
Continue exploring his memories. The best is yet to come.
New York, June 1756. 20 years before the Revolution. And about the same time, Connor's being born.
Hi. Good to see you're feeling better.
Thank you. Mr. Finnegan, was it?
Sweet Mother Mary. Have we taken in the village idiot?
Barry! Remember, Shay, I'm Cassidy, and this is...
Barry!
You've been ill for weeks.
I hate to have been a burden.
See? He's a civilized fella.
Aye, for a clumsy deckhand. Probably fell off his ship half drunk.
Barry!
He's right.
What do y'all want?
What's going on?
All right.
You wretch, how dare you!
Shut up, woman.
Oh!
Leave her alone.
Now what are you going on about?
Stay out of this, you fool!
Well, I was going to, but... Now you've made things personal.
Your death will be
And don't come back! Thank you, Shay.
Oh man, I love rhythm combat games.
Why were these men bothering you?
The usual. They feel they're owed money because they're not harming citizens. Mark me words, those gangs are going to be the downfall of this city.
Wait here, I have something for you. It won't do you any good walking around Starkers. Here, try these on. They were our sons.
I suppose if you're looking for trouble, you'll be needing these.
Thank you.
Don't you look a right gentleman?
Gas.
Did I have a book with me?
Just those peculiar weapons.
Thank you both. If you'll excuse me. The manuscript is at the bottom of the Atlantic.
Isn't that what you wanted? Do away with it so nobody could have it?
You again! You'll regret this! The Finnegan's on dead! Hear me? Dead! Putting your nose in other people's business ain't nice! You picked the wrong side!
What have you and your friends got against the Finnegans?
I got no gripe. My boss sent me over.
And where's he set up?
You can't miss it. There's always black smoke rising from the courtyard of that building.
Alright. That'd be the one. Do not get shot. Okay. Jeez. Like, a little delayed on the controls there.
Don't make this difficult for yourselves.
I'll catch up with you. There! On him! Get him, boys!
There we go. Easy peasy, right, chat? I'm getting a bit hungry. It happens. What is this? Oh, assassin interception. What about this? James Gunn Cross. What? It disappeared. Oh wait. Whatever.
That will help with smoke.
Be at ease, Master Cormac. We are friends. The Finnegans were worried you might take matters into your own hands. I am Colonel George Monroe.
Colonel?
I came to help, but I see I am late. Thank you for dealing with these foul criminals. They were a blight on New York.
What do you care? You redcoats are nothing but landlords. The townsfolk here are grinding away, trying to make a living.
I cannot blame you for having that impression. Some of my comrades have been less than helpful. But I take a different approach.
And what is that?
I care. I want to see these colonists safe and prosperous.
Noble words.
Perhaps actions will convince you otherwise, Mr.
And
Cormac.
he's a lying son of a bitch, too.
Here. Reclaim what they have stolen. Now let us use some of that money for the good of the city. I realize you have no reason to trust me, Master Cormac.
You said you were a friend of the Finnegans.
I am. Their late son worked for me. You are much like him.
How so?
He cared, and he wanted to do good by the people. We shared a dream, he and I, that of making the world a better place. Mere survival is not enough. Full bellies, warm clothing. Freedom from want is the greatest freedom of all.
It almost sounds like you have goodwill towards the people you govern.
I do not govern, Master Cormac. I merely assist. See this neglected edifice, Master Cormac? We can make it better. Urban renewal is a new science, but one that has already proven effective on the continent. I've arranged for resources. Use them to improve that building.
Man, that's the quickest I've ever seen a church built, ever.
I suspect New York will prosper under your watch, Master Cormac. You can do great things for this city and its citizens. After all, a man needs purpose. Farewell for now, Master Cormac.
The Colonel strikes me as an honorable man. Someone who
Hey,
wants
thank
to
you
do
for the
what's
100
right.
biddies, Bert. Appreciate
May
it.
have a point. With everything that has
You're an
happened,
amazing builder. Should do it for a living. Thank you,
I
Sharpbait.
can't change the past, but maybe there's a
Minecrafters have nothing on me.
and maybe, just maybe, I can do what's right this time.
How you doing, Sharpbait? And how are you, Bert? 300 biddies. I misread. I am so sorry. Thank you for the 300 biddies. It's much appreciated, dude. I'm one of those streamers that's not very good. I can't read. I admit to my my faults. All right, let's get up here. Thank you, Sharpbait. Glad to see that my inadequacies never fail to impress you. All right. I don't know if I want to do these now. Look, okay, so in this game, unlike Black Flag, it seems like there's more of these maps. Like a lot more of these maps. And it seems like they don't pay out very much. I don't know. I want to get through this one as fast as I can because it's my least favorite. And I want to get to Unity. Actually, yeah. I want to get to Unity. Get the ball rolling. Syndicate. I've only played Syndicate once, too. I kind of want to get to Syndicate. I played Unity a few times.
That'll do. And how?
I'm kind of not looking forward to Origins and Odyssey just because they're so big. But hopefully New Game Plus will make it good by a lot quicker. I hope. I hope. Alright. So just remember, guys, this is not a 100% run. This is just filling out the story and just doing a franchise playthrough. Just trying to get to Valhalla. All right. There we go.
Shay, Colonel Monroe told us what happened.
You, sir, are a fool. But thanks.
Master Cormac, I am sorry to bother you when you were barely out of your sick bed.
No, I've had enough of being cooped up.
Then perhaps you could get a friend of mine out of trouble. He discovered a nest of criminals developing strange weapons. Look at these. Bullets as loud and bright as firecrackers. If we might have a moment alone. His name is Christopher Gist. And he might be in over his head. I fear these brutes will hang him like a dog.
I will not let those outlaws have another victim.
Good. The villains are entrenched at Old Fort Arsenal. I have urgent business in Albany. Please tell Master Gist to join me there.
Did you hear, dearie? They are hanging a man in the Old Fort.
Save Christopher Gist, prevent Gist from hanging by shooting the rope. Blow up 3 barrels with firecrackers. Okay. That doesn't seem very stealth-like, but... And we're on a time limit. Perfect. Firecracker dart creates a common motion that attracts everyone's attention. It's a perfect tool for creating a diversion. Okay. So, we're not going in the front door.
Stop! You will not slip away. Come back here right now. I will not let you slip away like that.
Bastard nicked what we rightfully stole. Let's say we give him a stretch. Kill him! Let him hide! Go to hell, the lot of you!
These rough...
Christopher Guest! I'm Shay Cormac.
But what are you doing here? Don't mind me asking.
The Colonel sent me.
Aha!
Mark him, Sergeant! I've got a shot! Keep breathing, you
Hell yeah.
Good show, Shay. Ran them right out of their own den.
Well, I was looking for a new place to live.
Well, don't put your name on the door yet. There may be a few men left on their ship. Look, the bird is nested right over there.
The Morgan. What is she doing there? That's my ship, friend. Begging your pardon, but I must go fetch her back from those louts.
Wait! I can hardly let you do that alone.
Help me if you can, then.
Well, isn't he helpful?
Keep your wits about you, Shay. Criminals are everywhere, and most of them look just like law-abiding citizens.
And they've been harassing the people who've nursed me back to health.
Sounds like good folks.
They are. Perhaps you know them. Barry and Cassidy Finnegan.
I've never met them, but I knew their son. Careful now. These ruffians can be anywhere. You can draw them out by making noise.
Oh, I've got something better than that.
Well, you seem to be more than capable of taking care of this matter.
Stalkers know about using it.
Tell you what, I shall find a new crew for your vessel, in case you have to leave post-haste.
So long.
Well, that was interesting. It with the boom. Well, I didn't do everything I could, but that's okay. So I get all these. Okay. I need ammo! Alright. Give me your ammo. I know you got some. Nope. Nope. What about you? You got any ammo?
Take no notice, just let me pipe right up.
How about we just do this? Nope, can't do it that way. We got to do it with the berserk darts, right? Or the dart thingies.
Call the watch.
Did I kill some people back here? Their bodies already gone? Looks like that's what the heck. Ew. Crap. Oh. Oh, no. Okay, we're not going to be able to do the dart thing. That sucks. Up, please.
She's a fine ship. And true to my word, I found a crew for her. I did leave one position unfilled, though. Tell me, Shay, do you have a first mate?
He's long gone.
Then I apply for the post, Captain.
Welcome aboard.
As your first mate, may I suggest our next destination?
Yes, you can.
The Colonel will be expecting me to report back.
My thoughts exactly. Colonel Monroe said he'd be in Albany.
I ran out of bullets.
Splendid.
So sorry. So sorry. Sorry, but I ran out of bullets. Are we ready to leave New York?
Captain has the helm. The Colonel waits on Albany. I wonder what he has in mind for us to do next.
Us? I thought you just wanted to check in with Monroe. Not sign me up for the army.
Not at all, Shay. But I admire the Colonel's ideas and want to make them happen.
What kind of ideals?
Secure borders, prosperous farms, fair trade. We need those in these wretched colonies.
Sounds like a high-minded utopia.
It rather does. Want to help make it happen?
Absolutely.
Colonel Monroe is an intriguing man, and he certainly seems honorable. We'll head for Albany. After that, I'll see.
Splendid. Full sail ahead, lads!
Well, rain, it is raining all the day long.
Ease off the wind! We bearing down on those... Reef! Shorten all sail!
Let the anchor go!
Here we are. And just like he said he'd be here, there he is. What's up, Colonel?
In good health, I see.
Thanks for the captain here.
'Tis a fine vessel, Captain Cormac.
Thank you, Colonel Monroe.
Master Gist, did you learn more about our conspirators and their new weapons?
Well, only that their base of operations is a French fort further downriver.
It's a little close for comfort, isn't it?
If the French have installed a fort in our territory, they are likely preparing an assault. New York could burn. Will you join us, Master Cormac?
Aye. Enough innocents have died already.
Might I suggest we improve our vessel? The Morrigan is good, but with a few more supplies, she could be unstoppable. And there's a French outpost nearby I happen to know.
I like the sound of that.
But what about the money? Hey, thank you for the follow. Twitch Albert 12. Appreciate it.
What sort of business are the French up to there? Just occupying the territory?
It is an economic incursion more than a geographical one. Some of the ruffians are sponsored by enemies in the colonies. They intend to undermine local authorities.
I've heard they steal from civilians and resell essential goods for 10 times the price.
It's always the little fella who gets skinned.
That sounds terrible.
Colonel, you and Gist here seem inspired. Is there something in the water or in the whiskey?
Why do you say that?
You're skeptical about our intentions towards our fellow man.
I understand.
Hi, Twitch
there is
Albert.
no-
How you doing today?
I simply want these colonies to be
Play a lot of Assassin's Creed,
Rich men wanted them to be a place of profit.
or enjoy it. I
I
hope.
am not a rich man, Master Cormac. Money is a means to an end, not an end in and of itself.
Says you. I think it's a fine end to a game of cards. It should be nearby, Captain.
Short sail! Get off the squall!
Anchor ahoy!
I'm doing very good, thank you.
From the forge, the weaver, or the woodsman.
tranquille par ici. Pas de criminels, pas de britanniques.
I'm French.
Je voudrais bien un bon combat.
The French. Can't you talk about the outrageous accent? Alright. Up. There we go. There we go.
La vie de pionnier est rude, mais je l'aime. Les gens sont beaucoup plus honnêtes qu'au pays.
That's not what I meant to do. Okay. Typical Assassin's Creed movement here, not going where I want you to go all the time. Good job.
Jusqu'à ce qu'il se remette de sa blessure. Félicien, j'ai une mission spéciale pour vous. Suivez-moi. On double les patrouilles jusqu'à nouvel ordre. Charles, tu remplaces Terrien jusqu'à ce qu'il se remette de sa blessure. Félicien, j'ai une mission spéciale pour vous. Suivez-moi. On double les patrouilles jusqu'à nouvel ordre. Félicien, j'ai une mission spéciale pour vous. Suivez-moi. Charles, tu remplaces Terrien jusqu'à ce qu'il se remette de sa blessure. Bon, on a besoin de nous ailleurs. Il croit pouvoir nous échapper.
Here beats my heart. Right. For the spoils here at the very least.
Laissez-moi tranquille. Je vous en prie, ne tirez pas. Très bien.
Stun out them ranks.
Donc je me suis enrôlé pour une autre année.
Vraiment?
Hell yeah! That's what's up, Chad. That's how we do it. And I was never here.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that was close. Almost landed on, like, an officer's head.
Good show, Shay. Now let's use those materials to give the Morrigan more firepower. We will need more powerful guns.
We don't need more powerful guns. That dude's voice. I'm the adventurer guy. Prepare. Let's go broadside. And round shot. And pickle gun. And let's go ahead and add the mortar. There we go. Now we're broke. We're broke. Goat! What's up, little buddy? How you doing? We're doing good. It's good to see you. I am, man. I'm doing good. How are you doing?
Splendid! That fort and the defenders will tremble before the Morrigan.
You're never late. The wizard always arrives precisely when he means to. Just remember that. And, yeah.
Captain has the helm!
Your ship is in fine form, Master Cormac. That fort should offer little resistance.
I rather hope the frogs offer some, else this will be a dull day.
Never wish for battle, Master Gist. There is plenty around here for any of our lifetimes.
Besides, if we find the fort's commander, the French will surrender, no?
Indeed, that is a sensible strategy. But we will have to wear down the fort's defenses first. Otherwise, they will just dig in, wounded bear.
Take in that sheet!
Alright. Let's go capture the fort. From the assassins.
There's our target! Knock her down like a game of nine pins!
Begin by hitting her towers.
As the Colonel says!
Ready to fire, sir!
Fire!
Put a shot through her there!
Cannon ready! Fire! Fire!
Ready, Captain!
Look out! Fire! Captain! Put a shot through her there!
It's a little off the mark. And that's it, right? Like, or do you have to go into these like you did in Black Flag? I can't remember. Yep, we have to go into them.
Superb! Now find the Fort Commander!
Well, that's exactly what I wanted to do. Yep, good on me. I did great. I'm awesome. I totally meant to go swimming.
Hey, là-bas, halte!
Ah, tu nous tiendras pas! Là, sur lui! Je l'ai en visée! Je le vois, je peux tirer! Je l'ai en là! On n'aborde pas si facilement! Une vache dans un couloir! Une vache dans un couloir! Je peux l'abattre d'ici! Je l'ai en joue! Je peux l'abattre d'ici! Je le vois, je peux tirer! Allez, je peux l'abattre d'ici! Regardez! Approchez-vous de lui! Une vache dans un couloir!
It's alright, Frenchies. Seriously? There we go.
Le chasseur.
Shay, it has been so long. Were you on a special mission?
Yes. From Achilles.
How interesting. So am I.
Don't make me do this, Le Chasseur.
Do what? Assassinate me? I thought that was your specialty.
We could both just leave.
Ah, but then I would tell your brothers that you are alive. You have to kill me, Shay.
Not on my watch. Rocks.
You are always good at your business, Shay.
As were you. Tell me, what are you doing inland?
Special weapons. Poisonous gases to use against colonial authorities. I am merely a delivery man.
Then may your final delivery be swift.
I didn't do any of that. I didn't. What? A lot of times I don't even pay attention to the little side activity quest things. You know, it's just. But we got LaCroix.
Le Chasseur was right. I had no other choice. If the assassins find out I'm alive, they'll come after me.
Then why use your real name?
While you were busy taking down that fort, I happened to stumble upon the treasury.
You don't say.
It was the damnedest thing. Well, in any case, amongst other things, I found maps and charts detailing various French trade routes.
What are you thinking, Guest?
I thought perhaps we could use them to help the Royal Navy and fill our pockets. I stored these maps in your cabin, Captain, should you wish to use them.
And now we have a fleet. Ooh, the naval campaign. I don't think I have. Oh, I do have ships. So I already come with ships. Nice.
Captain has the wheel! The Colonel thanks and congratulates you, Shay. He has returned to New York. But you look troubled.
Do you ever wonder if you're doing the right thing, Guest? If you chose the right path?
I used to, my young friend, but not anymore. Not since I met the Colonel. And what's the
Why has he
question?
still got his sword
The French
out?
are entrenched in our territory. It's about time we root them out.
Of course. You're right, Guest. Let's head back to New York.
Aye, Captain.
We can fast travel to New York. There we go. There we go. So, what's everybody lurking and playing? Let me know if you guys are playing a game similar, or are you off doing some Fortnite stuff? I saw that they added the T800 in Sarah Connor in Fortnite. That's kind of crazy. I don't play Fortnite, but pretty cool. Pretty cool. What is this? Oh, is this my home? It is. Very nice. Very, well, quaint. Guys, I want to be right back. It shouldn't be too long. I'm going to get you guys some music up in here. Need something to snack on, you know? I'm getting a little hungry. We've been streaming for a couple of hours and stuff. I'll be right back. Let me know what you guys are up. Yeah. Having a good time. Playing some Assassin's Creed with you guys. Sure. Got me some pizza bite. Oh, yeah. Good stuff. All right. Why does that look like it's on the other side of the freaking sea? Because it is shy.
Gab later. Use your knees, lad. I'll not have you through your pack.
See what he's got.
Well met, sir. How fare ye?
So, what about the British cutlasses? Oh, they're not that much better than the colonial American cutlass. Bastard sword. Viking swords. Hmm. I like that one. Okay.
Pleasure. See you next time.
Yeah, something about not having a hood in this game, too. Alright. Which one's closer? Is it... Well, it would be this one, wouldn't it? Huh. I'm in stock. Try to stalk me. You guys see that? Crazy. Wait a minute, that was a cool feature in this game, is, you know, being stalked by other assassins.
I don't know when our next engagement will be.
It seems like a small view. Like, the viewpoint didn't unlock a whole lot of map, you know?
Really ought to do something. Stop, you! Do that! Stop! I see him again. We were on the right. He's in my sight. All right. We could have gone over there. Or there. Get the crazy dog!
Nice. I wonder if that only happens in, like... I can't remember. I wonder if that only happens in New York, where you get stalked. Should really switch to sleep darts. Okay, there we go. Hey, what's up? Keep your friends close. You're in. Yeah.
Ah, Master Cormac. What you have learned from Le Chasseur was confirmed. The local lawbreakers are changing tactics.
What's their plan now?
Their boss has hired Benjamin Franklin to produce new weapons for them. He's very well guarded.
Benjamin Franklin? The scientist?
You have heard of him? Good. He is making equipment to spread gases among the populace. Toxic ones, as it turns out.
The populace? I thought they would use it against the authorities. Though that would be terrible as well.
The ruffians we have arrested refer to an intimidating woman. I believe she is behind these nefarious plans.
I'll look into this.
Thank you.
Hope. I pray it's not you.
He just pulls up his collar.
It seems to me there's more clashes between England and France everywhere in the world.
So, I hear you've got a new plan.
Oh, this is Franklin's house.
Whether or not, it's all got to be moved, lads. With gumption. To the west.
Now you
Great to see my blade buried in your heart.
Oh, really? Hey, what's up, Mason? Yeah, where was I yesterday, huh? I'm sorry. Making up for it today. We're gonna do everything I promised to do yesterday, and we're doing 2 giveaways instead of 1. It'll be all right.
Shay, it is good to see you again. Your
Guess we
friend
just
Hope said
don't
you
call
were
no
away.
show.
I was. Sir, I've come to collect the results of your experiments.
Oh, well, it's a very good thing then. I just finished fixing the prototype. Here you go.
I'm fine.
I was preparing to leave for
I'm
Philadelphia
so
and
sorry.
then Europe. I was invited to lecture in London. Oh, would you be so kind as to inform Mistress Hope?
Of course. God, Hope. What are you doing with these felons? Turning the city against itself. What have you become?
Something the matter, Master Cormac?
No. Yes, just old memories.
When I am issued new...
Don't let it happen again. Wow. Jeans, thank you for the 12 months of support.
To lose them is
How you doing?
Gunpowder.
You're right, Colonel.
We are still doing our AC
Prototype seems very powerful. Use it with care.
franchise playthrough.
Our intelligence says this thing can destroy certain fortifications, as well as injure several enemies at once. There is also a more subtle way to use it. Some of these grenades contain a strong sedative. Fire one into the crowd and they will fall asleep immediately.
We have
should test
33 subs.
Use it against that door.
Been lurking for a while. Spring cleaning the house. There you go. Doing what you gotta do. Pre-spring cleaning. There you go.
Use these grenades to destroy that door.
Okay, well, how do I... Okay, grenade.
Good work. Good work. I think you are ready to turn this new weapon against the ruffians who would have used it. There is an abandoned factory nearby hiding a dangerous poison. Right now, it only causes sleep. But I fear those outlaws are distilling it. A more powerful formula could sicken or perhaps even kill most of New York.
And that's my first target.
Be careful, Master Cormac. We understand that the ingredients are highly unstable.
All the better.
I feel like they're lying to Mr. Cormac, though. Could be wrong.
If I mess with this, maybe I can break the whole system.
Well, that worked. That was pretty effective.
That's the way.
I only got one grenade left.
Mrs. Wilkinson's
Futile! Escape us? Nothing. I've got a shot! Stay away! This is dangerous!
I'm still out of the right grenades. Oh, what do we got here? I think these, okay, these are grenade refills, right? Right? You actually like this one? I am enjoying my Assassin's Creed playthroughs. This is my least favorite one, but it's still good.
Are you crazy?
Alright, I'm being stopped.
Hey, get down! I hope you put up a decent fight. Have a shot. I'll catch you. I promise you that.
Really? There we go.
I have him in my sights.
You don't have nobody in your
Clear
sight.
shot as I can get.
Oh no! My favorite two are probably, or my favorites, we'll say. Like my top three Assassin's Creed games are probably Black Flag, Unity, and 2. Yes, I spilt my drink. Not funny, not cool.
Return to the ground.
No.
Stop right there! You'll pay for this!
I must get out, or I'm as good as dead.
Dudes.
Ah, what marvelous
This guy's voice
I saw the smoke all the
acting
way
is
from the
like
Morrigan.
That
over
should
the top.
discourage those miscreants.
Too far over the
New
top.
York is safe for now.
Drives me
With all due
crazy.
respect.
Ah,
It's
Morgan.
going to take more than a few explosions to get rid of this kind of trouble.
The boy is right, Colonel Monroe.
Shay, was it? Congratulations. You just burned a whole lot of rats out of New York. I'm Jack Weeks. This is William Johnson. I don't know about him, but I'm pleased to meet you.
Nice to meet you as
I'm serious.
It is terribly dusty here. I'm sure Shay can recount his adventures to us over a pint. Hey, the first round's on the Colonel. Huh?
Something the matter, Master Cormac?
Just a little confused. I must have breathed some of that gas.
Some ale will do you good. Come, we are all friends here. You will be taken care
It's
of.
too much. Like the guy's voice, he's like overactor. You know what I'm saying? Like he's an overactor. He sounds like an old 80s cartoon like actor. You know what I'm saying? Like
From the Colonel.
Dear Master Cormac, my apologies for the brevity of this missive, but it is time we were honest with one another. You have demonstrated your loyalty and resourcefulness to the Templar cause.
look at that chicken
And
scratch.
this
How are you supposed to read that?
Perhaps because of your assassin origins. The manuscript the assassin sought has been in my possession for some time. I reclaimed it when my men found you marooned. The Grand Master himself charged me to discover its meaning, a task I regret I have failed to complete. I leave it in your charge, Master Cormac. There is no one else I trust more. Now I leave for Fort William Henry, an ill-prepared garrison surrounded by hostile natives and the French army. We have requested reinforcements, but I doubt they will be forthcoming. I have no illusions that our resistance will be successful. I commit my life to the British Army and my soul to the Father of Understanding. Yours, Colonel George Monroe.
Bank.
Captain has the helm!
Close down! Catch! Man your post, Gist. The Colonel's in trouble.
How do you mean, in trouble?
He's at Fort William Henry, facing impossible odds.
Get off your lazy arses, lads, and man your stations! We raise anchor! Sorry for the early libation, Captain. But you realize it has been a whole year since we met? A whole year! Changed my life, you did. And for the better. You will forgive me if I have been celebrating without you.
A whole year. Yes. I've a question for you. How long have you known of my, well, former allegiance?
Oh, you mean the assassins? I knew that ages ago, Shay. I may be drunk, but I'm not blind. Or did you think I would assume you had escaped from some homicidal circus?
Why didn't you say anything?
The Colonel wanted us to avoid the subject so it wouldn't, influence your decision-making. Saved my life up. countless others besides. Official Templar months ago.
Do not let her ram us, Captain! Use explosive shot!
Fire! That's all but made.
Take the hit, sir! They hit us, sir!
Wait, I thought this one was down. It's not. Oh gosh.
On your mark, Captain!
Really? Oh, this gun sucks.
What's it up to then? Monroe mentioned a Grand Master. Hold on!
Put a shot through her there! Ready, Captain!
Reef the topsails and garland!
That's their weak spot!
Fire!
Fire, Captain!
Fire!
There, Captain!
Fire!
A good shot and finish her!
Reef the topsails and garland!
Hooray!
Avoid her ram!
Loose all and trim sharp to the wind! Fire!
They're too close, sir!
The Grand Master of the Colonial Brotherhood. This wonderful
Heck yeah. Cheers.